Hey guys, Mark here with another edition. Of course, you guessed it, Weaponized Truth. And it's time we get back and talk about some pretty serious things. These are the main reasons why I even started this channel in the first place. In one of my first videos, I had several thousand views. We were talking about the Zika virus and how it relates to the depopulation agenda or Agenda 21. That's, you know, obviously it is the depopulation agenda. And what I want to say first, I want to give a shout out to Be Rich of iCitizen News. I'll try to get a link to his channel in the description. He had a live stream tonight, and he briefly broke part of this story, and I looked into it a little bit, and what I found out here is actually quite incredible. And this is a major alert, and this is something you guys are going to want to share, because as far as I can tell, this is pretty mind blowing. And what he was discussing on his channel is about how three different people, three different children in Ohio had died from flu-like complications. And I guess what he was actually trying to establish, which I'm still not certain of, is whether these children had been given the flu vaccine or not. Now, this I am not sure of, but what I uncovered looking into this is actually much more incredible. And this is one of the stories of the three children. This is a 6-year-old little girl who died from flu complications. This is pretty awful. Now, we're going to jump back over to this story in just a second here. But what you need to see over here is it's not just going on in Ohio. It turns out there's also 4 child deaths related to the flu over here in New York City. And it said a new CDC report measuring flu activity through the last week in January indicates a number of states are seeing higher levels of flu and flu-like symptoms. Across the country, there have been 31,000 confirmed cases of influenza. And this is the report that I found. You remember that little girl I showed you from Ohio who died? This is a quote from her mother on Facebook, and this should terrify everyone in America. It says, "We are truly humbled by the outpouring of love, prayer, and support from the community for our beloved daughter, Eva Harris. We are deeply saddened to share that Eva has passed away. As her family, we wish to request privacy as we remember and celebrate her amazing life. On February 7th, Eva was admitted to Cleveland Clinic Children's with a fever of 105 degrees. After undergoing several tests, we learned that she had a viral infection and her body's immune response had also caused damage to her brain. As a result, Eva developed a severe form of neurological disease." And it was called acute disseminated encephalomyelitis, or acute necrotizing encephalopathy of childhood. There are a variety of viruses that can trigger ADEM or ANEC. However, the disease does not appear to be caused by any single infectious agent, and Eva's case is extremely rare. While this is a very difficult time for our family, we're extremely grateful for Eva's medical team, especially her nurses. We are thankful for all that was done for our daughter during her relatively brief time in the hospital. And once again, just because everything is fake news now, I'm going to go ahead and just call myself fake news, as always. All this is a very, very real and very true story. And what I want you to remember, and I'm going to go back to this real quick, it talks about encephalopathy. Okay, and if you guys remember, this whole thing with Zika virus is they were telling women not to get pregnant because why? Because this disease is a very strong ties to causing microcephaly or underdeveloped brains in unborn children. And it looks like, because if you remember seeing my Zika video from about a year ago, uh, the same thing that was happening to these unborn babies was the exact same thing that was happening to the mosquitoes. This is one of the ways they were trying to use to weed out these mosquitoes. And it looks like, if you look up in cephalophy, it looks like basically the same thing as microcephaly, except this isn't in unborn babies, this is just in children, and it causes severe brain damage and severe neurological disorders that can very well, very easily lead to death. So it looks like Zika has mutated once again and is no longer just affecting unborn babies, but now it is just straight up affecting the brains of children. So I don't know what they're going to call this particular strain. I just call this the latest progression of Zika, and I can tell you this is only going to get worse, folks. This is terrifying, and it's probably only a matter of time before this actually starts doing the very same thing to adults. Once again, this is Rated Ebb for Faith. This is Mark with Weaponized Truth, signing off.